Hey guys, under your partial fraction part 1, you remember what we said part 1 is all about, right? Oh yes, under your part 1, it is denominator containing your linear factors. So what should we know about this? Now look at it. This is how the equation present themselves. F of x all over your, now x plus a. That a there is actually a number. That number can be 1, it can be 2, it can be any number, right? So if what is the variable? The idea there is just check x is what we are checking there. Your x there is just one variable. This guy here is what? One variable. One unknown, right? Oh yes. So how do I present this guy very quickly? So if I have f of my x, right, all over my x plus a, isn't it? Into my x minus b into my x plus c. How do I present this answer? It's very simple. All I will do is this. You see the denominators, I'll carry them one by one. So it's going to give me a all over what? X plus a for the first one, right? Plus my b all over, go to the second one. What's the second one there? X minus b. Then you close it. Plus your c all over. What's the third one there? X plus c. Then you close it. This is how they present themselves. If you're sure that you understand this very quickly, let's look at exam questions very quickly. I'm going to be giving you exam questions that they have ever asked, all of them on partial fraction. I'm going to look at all of them from the beginning till now, every singular thing you need to know. As we rock together, stay with me very, very fast. I'll give you 12 questions and then I'll show you the different methods you can use to solve it under your part 1. Are you getting it now? Because a lot of exam questions, they flew from this, your part 1. Yes, they want me to catch and where. Now look at it very quickly here. In our question 1, let's go. Resolve into partial fraction. Oh yes. Resolve into partial fraction. Now stay with me. What did they give us? They gave us your x plus 1 all over your x into x plus 3. We have to resolve this into partial fraction, right? It's very simple. You tell us that this now that we see there is equivalent to, you see, this is equal to, then this one is what? Equivalent to. What is it equivalent to? It is equivalent to, leave this denominator. You see, the denominator, show you the one, I don't touch them, just leave it first. I'm sorry, the numerator, leave the numerator, don't touch it first. Now, since here is x, you see, I have my x into my x plus 3 as the denominator, right? This x here, give it a all over x. Let that one be alone. Plus my b all over the second denominator there. What's that there? That's your x plus your what? Your 3. Then you leave it like that. Are you following me now? Very fast. Now, what happened next? You see this numerator. Have I touched the numerator? No, I have not touched numerator. Carry the numerator now. That is x plus 1. Show you see here now. If I carry the numerator, what is equal to? This now is equivalent to my a. Now, follow me very fast. A all over x. Let me not jump step. Let me go bit by bit. Plus my b all over my what? X plus 3. I did not touch this denominator anymore for this side here. I've left it. Now, what's the next thing to do? This here is going to give me x plus 1 is equivalent to, now listen to me now. This is more like me doing cross multiply, like cross multiply. What did I say? Cross multiply in your partial fraction type 1. Now, what is going to happen here is this. Look at it now. Let a come and multiply this. Let b here come and multiply this. What is it going to give me there? It's going to give me a into my x plus 3 plus my b into my what? X. That's what I have there very fast. Sure, you see what I did do. I never go far. If you don't understand that, pause and carry and go back, maybe you restart again. Don't make me vex. Well, let's go. Now, what is it going to give us here? I'm going to give you 2 ways you can solve this. There are 2 methods you can use in solving partial fraction. I'll give you one way, and then I will also give you the baddest cuts. Bad cuts. You get, if you like, go inside exam and say using baddest cut method. Gay. Just the blade. Now, what are we going to have here? This is going to give us your x plus 1. Follow me now. Is equal to, now, use a to open the bracket. What is it going to give me there? Ax, right? A times x is ax plus my 3a. That's a times 3 is 3a plus my what here? B times x. What is it going to give me? Bx is what we're going to have there. So, if I have this here, very quickly, what are we going to have? This is going to give us nothing but your x plus your 1, right? Is equal to, now, what is it equal to? All you have to do now is this. The ones with x, bring it to one side. The one without x, take them to one other side. The ones with x, this guy here have x, this guy here have x. Bring the 2 of them together. What do we have there? Ax, right, plus your bx plus your 3a. Show you this here now. So the ones with x, bring out their x. That's this guy's x plus 1 is equal to x is here, x is here. That's x into what? A plus your b, isn't it? Plus my 3a. That's what I've got in there. Now, I want you to note something here very quickly. That if I have my x plus my 1 is equal to my x into my a plus my b plus my 3a. Please, I'm going to relate the right hand side of the equation to the left hand side of the equation. I'm going to relate this side here to this other side of the equation. I'm going to relate the two of them. In doing that, now listen carefully. What's the coefficient of, now look up, let's say from our x into my a plus my b. You remember, right? This guy here that we have here. What's the coefficient of x here? You know, coefficient of x. Somebody will now start 1. Where's the coefficient of x? Normally, they ask you your x like this. What's the coefficient of x like this? That's 1, right? Oh, yes. Because it's more like 1x. If they give you 2x, what's the coefficient of x here? That's 2. Now, what about this guy here? What's the coefficient of x here? Somebody will now shout 1. No, it's not 1. It is a plus b. Any number that is attached to the x becomes the coefficient, or whatever is attached to x becomes the coefficient. So a plus b is the coefficient. Equate, now from this guy here, what you just do is this, equate their coefficients. Equate their what? Their coefficients. Equate their coefficients. So if we are doing that very quickly, what is it going to give us? Now listen carefully. On this side of the equation, let me call here, yes, more like, just follow me very fast. Yes, more like the right hand side of the equation. Yes, more like the left hand side of the equation. So on the right and on the left hand side of the equation, equate their coefficients. If we're equating their coefficients, now let me say on the left hand side, what is the coefficient of x there? It's not that plus 1. It's not because this side here is x plus 1. It's not because of this plus 1 that the coefficient of this x is 1. No. X alone first, the coefficient is 1 because x is the same thing as 1x. So equate their coefficient. On the left side, what is the coefficient of x there? That's 1 is what we're going to have. That means 1 is equal to, on the right side, what is the coefficient of x there? That is my a plus b. So 1 is equal to a plus b. Call that equation 1. Hold on a bit. As far as 100 level is concerned, right, for both first and second semester, your complete series of classes, including your practicals, everything from beginning to the end is in the LearnLift app. All you have to do is just march down to your Play Store or App Store and download the LearnLift app, and then you're going to have access to every singular class. So just move down to tertiary, click on tertiary plan, where you are going to see all your classes as far as your 100 level is concerned. And guess what? Your video lessons are there, your CBT is there, you have access to your past questions, you have access to your notes. Very, very important. Man, this semester, you must do well. And let's proceed quickly as we march down to our class and continue our class. Enjoy. Now, if you watch here, this is x plus 1. This 1 here is standing alone. That one is called constant term. What did I call it? Constant term. This 3a here, 3a, it does not have anything like x attached to it. What is that 3a also called? Constant terms. That's the constant term. Equate the constant terms as well. If I equate the constant term, that means you agree with me that your 1 will also be equal to 3a. Do you agree with me on that? Yes, 1 is also equal to 3a. I've equated the coefficient of x. Now I'm to equate their constant terms as well. So if I'm doing that, that means 1 there will also be equal to what there? 3a. Sure, you agree with me very quickly. Now follow me. Let me show you something lovely here. This is our equation what? 2. So I've gotten equation 1 and equation 2. So I can solve now very fast. Normally, this thing no hard though is because you are just learning it for the first time. If you understand it, you see that it's very simple. Well, let's go. So I can equate now. If you watch from our equation 2, if I'm even going to equating from this equation 2, what is 1? 1 is 3a. Therefore, what is our a? A will give me what? Divide both side by 3, right? That's 1 all over 3. That's the value of a. Simple. Now, how do I get b very quickly? How do you get b? From our equation 1, from your equation 1, what is your b there? Do you agree with me that b is equal to 1 minus a? Do you agree with me that yes, now that's what you have? That means b is equals to 1 minus, what is a? 1 all over 3. What is 1 minus 1 over 3? That's going to give me nothing but your what? Your 2 all over 3. That's what you're going to have. 1 minus 1 over 3 is 2 all over what? 3. That's what we are going to have there. Now, the big question is, how do we present our final answer? That's the major thing there very quickly. Now, follow me very fast. Let me present the answer here for you quickly. Now, look at the question. This is what the original question is, right? This guy here, that's the question there, isn't it? So what do we tell them? You pick the question there, that's your x plus your 1 all over your x into my x plus 3. What is it going to give me? It's going to give me my a. What is the value of a? A is 1 over 3. Listen, look at it. Look at it. They put the answer here. A is 1 over 3. 1 over 3. And you see that this guy here is a all over x, Abby. That a there is 1 all over 3. And then I will attach that x that is there to it. Plus, what's the value of b there? Your b is your this side there is your b all over x plus 3. And what's the b there? 2 over 3. That's going to give me 2 all over 3, right? 2 all over 3 into my what? X plus what? 3. This like this now be the final answer. Let me position it properly for you so that you write it down neatly and then you see it here so that I know what to do next quickly. Well, yeah, now look at it very fast. What becomes the final answer there? You can boldly say that your x plus 1 all over x into x plus 3, right, is equal to, what is a there? A there, okay, that's 1 all over your 3x, right, plus your 2 all over your 3 into your x plus 3. Like this. This is what you are going to write for them as the what? As the final answer, and you get out of there. So this is the first method that you can use in solving your what? Your partial fraction. Write it down very quickly as I show you the second method in solving your what? Your partial fraction very, very fast. Yeah, see you quickly. If we are to resolve this into partial fraction very quickly, what do? It's simple, direct, like the second method. And this method is very easy and direct. Now follow me quickly. Let me show you. This is nothing but your, bring out your normal question how we did one originally. That's your x plus 1, right, all over your x into your x plus 3, isn't it? That's equal to, what did we say is going to be? A all over your x, right? You can see that we are following very well now, plus b all over what? X plus 3. Sure, you see it now. So what do you do here very quickly? Take the numerator, x plus your 1. What is it going to be equivalent to? A, we multiply that. That's going to give me a into my x plus 3, right? Plus my b into my what? X. That's all. Now, listen carefully. Let me show you something here. You tell them that to get a, comma, this is more like Padden-Scott method. Let me call it BCM, like Padden-Scott method. Now, to get a, please listen carefully. What do? Come to this side of the equation here. What do we have there? A all over x, right? That denominator of a is x. That x that is under a equated to 0. So, anywhere I see in this equation here like this equation here like this, share this here now. Anywhere I see x, what will I place there? 0. To get a, comma, let x be equal to 0. Now watch and see you. What is going to happen there? Anywhere I see x, they put 0 there. What is it going to give me? That's going to give me 0 plus your 1, right? This side now, see now, 0 plus 1 is equal to, what do we have there? That's going to give me a into my 0 plus 3, isn't it? Plus b into what? 0. What is it going to give us? 0 plus 1 is 1, is equal to 0 plus 3 is 3. That's going to give me what? 3a. That's what we have there, right? Plus, what's your b times 0? B times 0 is 0, so no need to write anything there. So what's your a here? A, therefore, you can say therefore that a is equals to 1 all over 3. Sure, you don't see now. It never clear for your eye. It's not clear. The next thing very quickly is that we have gotten a. How do we get b, right? To get b, comma. Now come to this side of the equation here. This side, they show this here now. This guy. What do we have there? B all over x plus 3. X plus 3, which is the denominator, let it be equal to 0. So if I say x plus 3 is equal to 0, what is your x there? X will give me minus 3, right? To get b, comma, what will happen there? Let x be equal to what? What will x be equal to? Minus 3. So now look at it now. Still from this side of the equation, this equation here that we have placed in box. Let anywhere you see x there, put minus 3 there. What is it going to give me? That means, now look at it, to the other side of the equation, says x plus 1. That would be minus 3 plus 1 is equal to, what am I going to have there? A into, what's the x there? Minus 3 plus 3, right? Close the bracket, plus b into what? Minus 3. Simple. What's minus 3 plus 1? Minus 3 plus 1 is what? Minus 2. What is it equal to? Is equal to, what is your minus 3 plus 3? Minus 3 plus 3 here is what? 0. 0 times a is what? 0. So no need to write anything there. What do I have here now? This guy here is what? My b times minus 3. That's what? Minus 3b. So what will happen? Minus will cancel minus, right? Divide all through by 3. Therefore, what is your b? B is equals to what? 2 all over what? 3. You see, it's very simple. That's the baddest cut method, bro. So now, what's the original question? So this guy here is the question that they gave, and then this was how we're putting the answer, right? So how do you position the final answer? It means that your x plus 1 all over my x into my x plus 3, what is equal to a? What is your a there? We got a as 1 over 3. That's 1 all over 3 into, that's 1 over 3x, 1 over 3 2x, plus my b. What is your b there? B is what? 2 over 3. 2 all over 3 into your x plus your what? Your 3. This here become the what? Final answer. And you have gotten it. Any of the method you solve, you are very, very correct, and it will be marked for you in the hall, right? If you understand this quickly with me very fast, see you in question 2 very fast. I see the hot, see the burn. Bye bye. Catch ya. Hope you've enjoyed this class. Guess what? To follow up for more classes, just download the LearnLift app, whether on Play Store or App Store, and then follow up your classes. You must do extremely well. I'll see you in class. Bye bye.